edukasyon ating kailangan, kamamangan ating iwanan. Peace! Ating lilipalin, ang himbang pamilin, ating tanawin, bagong pag-asa ay muling tatanawin. Kinabukasan pagbibayin, pilitin mong gawin, puspos ang pagsisika, pag-asa ay yakapin. Edukasyon ang kayabanan ng kahit ninuman, isang pangarap ang bubukal, pagsisikapan ng lahat. Puspos ang pagsisika, kaya mo yun, kaibigan. Mabubuo isang pangarap.
The COVID-19 pandemic has brought unprecedented changes to our usual ways of living. But the Department of Education remains unfazed by these challenges to fulfill the mission of Sulong Edukalidad, the rallying call for national effort to deliver quality basic education to all Filipinos, which involve aggressive reforms in the 4 key areas: the K-12 curriculum review and update, improving the learning environment, teachers upskilling and reskilling, and engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration to move forward together as we prepare the education system for the future. The call for Sulong Edukalidad will continue, and we have built the framework of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or the BELCP, to put the needs of the learners at top priority. DepEd's BELCP is the major response and commitment to protect the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel. The plan aims to provide opportunities to continue education even in these trying times with a BELCP in place, supported by an unprecedented number of diverse stakeholders from the academe, media, industry groups, NGOs, business and private individuals. Sulong Edukalidad will be able to sustain the aims in its reform for quality basic education. In our journey towards quality education, we have established the 4 pillars of aggressive reforms from the start, and we have been continuing to progress in these pillars. In improving the learning environment, we took action in the construction and rehabilitation of school buildings, ensured the availability of learning materials and equipment, and prioritized our last mile schools. The challenges of the pandemic also brought to light the urgent need to upgrade our ICT infrastructure to service the needs of education. In terms of the teachers upskilling and reskilling, we were able to establish more innovative professional standards for teachers and school heads. We have aligned the professional development of teachers with their career progression to track their development as part of the National Educators Academy of the Philippines transformation. With the launch of the Education Futures program, where we will be focusing on innovative actions and solutions to improve the state of our education, we are now more than ready to start a new journey and continue our fight for quality education for all Filipino learners. Finally, we've given high importance to the engagement of stakeholders for support and collaboration. In support of this, we have convened the Philippine Forum for Accessible Quality Basic Education, or the Education Forum, which will leverage other partnerships for education quality and strengthen partnership with the Philippine Normal University as the country's national center for teacher education. The department has also been developing a professional development program for teachers and school leaders in order to equip them with the skills, materials, and data that will allow them to help their students prepare for PISA 2022. This intervention consists of the following components: online training for teachers and school leaders, development of learning materials and practice tests for students, deepening the analysis of the PISA 2018 results, and supporting school-level action research. Now that the year is about to end, our commitment to sulong edukalidad will continue and will be far from being gone. With a lot at stake, considering our new knowledge and experience from this year's challenges, we are equipped to face a new future. As we head on to the future where we will face many challenges and uncertainties, the department will always be the guardian of every Filipino learner's right to education.
May the holiday season fill your home with joy, your heart with love, and your life with laughter. Wishing all of you peace, love, and joy this holiday season and throughout 2022. A blessed afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our 49th episode of DepEd Teaches. And it's been a year since we have started, and we want to express our deepest gratitude to all our viewers of DepEd Teaches. We couldn't make it this huge success without your tremendous support. And I would like to greet also our viewers tuning in right now in our live streamed official social media accounts like the DepEd Philippines Facebook page, DepEd Tayo, and DepEd YouTube channel. In today's episode, we will still cover the same theme, which is teaching and learning in the new normal, regional strategies and initiatives across all learning areas. So good afternoon to you, Ma'am Ana. How are you so far? And what do we expect in today's episode?
Pleasant afternoon, everyone. So before I answer your question, Sir July, we just want to send our prayers to all our kababayan who experienced this Typhoon Odette. As one nation, let's help each other to rebuild our lives and help our fellow Filipinos, especially during these trying times. Since we've started DepEd Teaches last December, this has been such a wonderful experience for everyone. For we've been blessed and fortunate to discover and share outstanding programs, innovative projects, and best practices of our partners in the field. We've witnessed the resiliency, creativity, resourcefulness, talent, and most especially the hard work and cooperation among various stakeholders as they change our current situation filled with numerous challenges that were turned into opportunities to grow, improve our learning delivery systems. And for the past episodes, we've discussed different learning areas. And today, Sir July, we will get the chance to discover how our senior high school students, especially in Region 10, have used the different modalities and how they've maximized the available resources just to ensure continuous quality education. As we all know, the additional 2 years to the basic education is one of the hallmarks of the K-12 program.
Indeed, Ma'am Ana. And I remember there is a study in 2021 shortage survey conducted by the US think tank that our competency standards are triggered and based on the different demands across sectors. For instance, our national economies evolve, global enterprises need more workers with higher levels of technological, academic, and work skills in order for industries to compete globally. So here in our senior high school, we envision that these demands will be addressed through a standard-based curriculum that we have right now.
That's very true, Sir July. We envision that our senior high school learners are empowered individuals who can identify and solve complex problems, who can independently think and work in teams and exhibit traits of a learner no matter what their job in an organization. And so these desirable characteristics will be developed based on our curriculum offerings that we have right now in senior high school, because we have the core curriculum like in language, humanities, science, mathematics, social science, philosophy, physical education, and health. And we even have applied track subjects across various strands, namely accountancy and business management strand, science, technology, and engineering maths strand, or the STEM, humanities and social science strand, general academic strand, sports track and arts design track, plus the technological and vocational livelihood tracks, where we offer agricultural and fishery arts strand, home economics strand, industrial arts, information and communication technology strand.
That's quite a lot, Ma'am Ana, but I'm sure that our Filipino graduates who will diligently focus on their studies and will be under a good supervision will be both globally and locally competitive. For our goal is to provide all our learners the opportunity to become well-rounded, happy, and smart individuals who are confident to pursue their chosen paths. But before we explore further our discussions in senior high school, we will first do our usual icebreaker. And as always, we will ask 4 questions to our viewers, and they just need to guess the correct strategy or approach. And for the set of our questions, our reference will be the Enhanced Basic Education Program. So, dear viewers, you just need to choose the letter of the best answer. Again, identify the strategy used and type the letter of the best answer in our streaming page comment section. And for every question, you are given 30 seconds. All right, so I hope that's clear to everyone. And I guess we can now start. So let's do this, Ma'am Ana.
All right, so let us show the first question, please. Let me read to you the question. So this approach is about linking the learning content between and among subject areas where learners are expected to connect their previous knowledge to new learning situations. Is it A, constructivist approach, B, integrative teaching, C, inquiry-based approach, or D, reflective teaching? You can start guessing now for 30 seconds. Okay, so let's find out the correct answer. I guess this one is an easy question. We should all be familiar with this. So the correct answer is letter B, integrative teaching or integrative approach. Here, it is a well-organized strategy anchored on real-life situations that include learners' interests and needs, thus creating a variety of meaningful activities and learning experiences. In integrative learning, the learners connect their previous knowledge to new learning situations. So generally, you provide the learning content between and among subject areas, incorporate the thematic and integrated curriculum in daily schedule or weekly lesson plan, foster an atmosphere that welcomes and encourages creativity in the classroom, and using age-appropriate techniques leading to the acquisition of real life skills.
In addition to that, Ma'am Ana, the integrated teaching is focused on making significant connections between the subject or the skills that are usually addressing several different learning areas or subjects. And by integrating the curriculum, we can also improve learning experiences. An integrated approach to learning is designed to providing connections among concepts and experiences so that information and skills can be applied to novel and complex issues or challenges, which is very much important aspect of the 21st century learning. Okay, so I hope we can now proceed with our second item. So let us show now to our viewers the card. This approach is based on the process through which experience is more specifically described as learning through reflection on doing. So again, this approach is based on the process through which experience is more specifically described as learning through reflection on doing. Is it A, constructivist approach? Letter B, collaborative learning? Letter C, differentiated instruction? Or letter D, experiential learning? So dear viewers, 30 seconds start now. All right. We can now show the answer to our viewers. So the approach that we are looking for here is letter D, experiential learning. So this experiential learning is the process through experience and is more specifically defined as learning through reflection on doing. Kolb's experiential learning is represented by the four-stage learning cycle in which the learner touches all the bases. First, concrete experience or doing or having an experience. Second, reflective observation or the reviewing or reflecting on the experience. Third, the abstract conceptualization, which also include or the learning from the experience. And lastly, the fourth stage is the active experimentation or the planning or trying out what you have learned.
All right, so that's interesting. Okay, it's a good refresher, the Kolb's experiential learning. And as we all know, Sir July, if a student or anyone, they learn more quickly and they retain more information when the subject matter pertains to them more personally, and doing it makes learning extremely personal. As they say, you don't learn to walk by following rules, but you learn by doing and by falling over. So indeed, the cliche, it may sound cliche, but experience is really a great or a good teacher. Okay, so for our next question, in this education, culture is the foundation which provides both perspective and principle, framework and methodology, impetus and driver of discussion, assessment, and evaluation upon which skills, abilities, and knowledge regarding the self and world at large are constituted, mediated, and disseminated. Is it A, culture-based education, B, inclusive education, C, social-emotional learning, or D, whole child approach? Okay, so let's try guessing and sharing the correct answer in our live stream comment section. Okay, so let's reveal the correct answer. There is a clue already in the question. So the correct answer is letter A, culture-based education. Both philosophy of education and teaching strategy, where instruction and student learning are grounded in the unique cultural beliefs, values, norms, knowledge, heritage, practices, language, experiences, and cultural expressions of the community. You know, through this culture-based education, there is a sort of revitalized, strengthened, and empowered identity.
And as we all know, Ma'am Ana, culture is the soul of a nation. So therefore, applying or integrating cultural values, norms, heritages, and experiences in education is seen to have positive effects. It nurtures the sense of belonging, identity, and strengthens community participation. It also promotes appreciation and understanding of history and cultural heritage of our nation. Okay, so perhaps we can now move on to our fourth and last item. So this is now our question. This is a process where teachers think over the teaching practices and analyze how something was taught and how the practice might be improved or changed for better learning outcomes. So again, so this is a process where teachers think over the teaching practices and analyze what has been taught, how the practice might be improved or changed for a better learning outcome. Is it A, inquiry-based approach? Letter B, multidisciplinary approach? Letter C, problem-based learning? Or letter D, reflective teaching? Dear viewers, 30 seconds start now. All right, so I think we can now show the answer to our viewers. The answer we are looking here is letter D, reflective teaching. So reflective teaching is a process where teachers think over the teaching practices and analyze how something was taught and how the practice might be improved or changed for better learning outcomes. It is also a self-assessment of teaching where the teacher examines the pedagogy, articulates the reasons and the strengths of their strategies, and identifies the areas for revision or improvement. It also operates in a variety of practices, including teaching inventories, observation protocols, self-assessments, and consideration of students' evaluation. Okay, so just a quick recap of the strategies and approaches that we had in our activity. We have the integrative teaching, experiential learning, culture-based education, and reflective teaching. Again, these are only few examples, and I'm sure there are other various techniques and methods of teaching that we use in our teaching the key stage 4 or the the senior high school level. Now, at this juncture, we can now formally introduce our resource speaker who will shed light the teaching and learning in the new normal, regional strategies and initiatives for the senior high school tracks and strands.
It is our privilege to introduce to you ARD Victor G. de Gracia Jr. He finished his bachelor's degree in UP Los Baños, obtained his MA degree in West Visayas State University, and received his postgraduate degree from De La Salle University.
ARD Victor de Gracia has been serving in the Department of Education for decades. He was Principal 1 of Pisana National High School for 5 years. Then he became the Vocational School Administrator 3 from 1998 to 2005. Then afterwards, he was promoted as Assistant Schools Division Superintendent of Antique in 2006. Then, from 2012 to 2016, he became the Schools Division Superintendent of Guimaras. And since October of 2019 up to now, he is serving as the Assistant Regional Director of DepEd Region 10. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a virtual round of applause to the Assistant Regional Director of DepEd Region 10, Northern Mindanao, none other than Dr. Victor G. De Gracia Jr.
Good afternoon, everyone. Warmest greetings to our beloved Secretary, the Honorable Leonor Magtolis Briones, other members of the EXICOM, our inspiring Regional Director of Region 10, Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, and dear colleagues of the DepEd family nationwide. My task today is to speak on the subject Teaching and Learning in the New Normal, Regional Strategies and Initiatives for Senior High School Tracks and Strands. I am Dr. Victor G. De Gracia Jr., Assistant Regional Director of DepEd Region 10. I start with this quote from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The outline of my topics include 1. Regional strategies and initiatives for senior high school in the new normal and beyond. Number 2, tracking system for the senior high school graduates. Number 3, accomplishments of Region 10. And number 4, ways forward. There are 4 initiatives for senior high school that I'll be sharing with you. 1. The regional strategies and initiatives for senior high school in the new normal and beyond includes A. Harmonization of senior high school subject offerings across the region. 2. Availability of modules for all academic and TVL specializations and open high school program. 3. Widen the promotion and implementation of the alternative delivery mode. And 4. Strengthen the implementation of the joint delivery voucher program. So let's take on number 1. Harmonization of senior high school subject offering across the region. In this part, we have issued Regional Memorandum number 332, series of 2021, which harmonizes senior high school subject offerings in the region. These address the following concerns. 1. Delay in the transfer of learners from one school to another or from one division to another due to differences in the subject offering. 2. Non-completion of the requirements of the curriculum among transferees. 3. Unifies the time schedules of the core and applied subjects in all senior high school tracks. And 4. Difficulties in analyzing the students' achievements due to non-unified subject offerings among all schools in the region. Okay, the harmonized subject offerings across DepEd Region 10 is shown in the tables. Regardless of any track or strand, senior high school students shall enroll in the stated core and applied subjects as scheduled. Okay, B, availability of modules for all academic and TVL specializations and open high school program. Even before the start of the pandemic, Region 10 has already finished the ADM Open High School program for senior high school modules. Hence, all the academic subjects offered have 100% modules, and majority of the TVL, especially the specializations on agriculture and fishery arts, home economics, and ICT and industrial arts were made. We have also widened the promotion and implementation of the alternative delivery modality, as shown in the graph. And we are offering blended homeschooling, radio-based instruction, educational TV, online, digital, and print, although a great majority of our offering is on print. D, strengthen the implementation of the TVL. Region 10 is already enhancing its capability to offer TVL. We can see that our teachers are already well equipped and capable to handle the subject. We are already producing students that are TESDA certificate holders even before graduating senior high school. Currently, we have the joint delivery voucher programs, but in the coming years, we are slowly preparing for the JDVP's eventual phase out as our schools become more equipped to handle this program. And as for the tracking system for the senior high school graduates and its comparative results, we have on the table. We have tracked the senior high school completers, those whose choices aligned with senior high school taken, or those not aligned with the senior high school taken. And a 3-year observation or data taken was made, and on a 3-year average, those aligned with senior high school taken are on kolehiyo at 23.12%. Those not aligned with senior high school taken are on trabajo with 21.97%. As to the accomplishments of Region 10, on tracking of the senior high school completers and the Secretary's Award for Excellence in Curriculum and Instruction, or the SAFE CI, which we are very proud of. On the table, you can see that on tracking of the senior high school completers, it's a choice in kolehiyo, which is highest in 3 consecutive years, from 2018 to 2020, averaging at 38.24% to 47.60% to 46.81%. And we have this SAFE CI awardee from the region, no? And the region with most learning-focused senior high school, we are proud to have Bukidnon National High School for school year 2020-2021. So what are our ways forward in terms of access and quality? For access, 1, our ALS, or Senior High School for GAS, offering senior high school for ALS would provide opportunity for the out-of-school youth who wish to be admitted in college through ALS. Second, offering of online modular classes for ALS, recognizing that learners have different paces in learning. Offering online modular classes to learners would allow advanced learners to proceed to the next modules, and this is to avoid boredom for the fast and advanced learners. So in Region 10, ALS is really the key to expanding our access. And I am sure that we will be more effective in reaching out to our learners through our strengthened ALS program. So thank you very much, and God bless everyone.
So thank you so much, ARD Victor de Gracia Jr., for sharing your regional initiatives, accomplishments, and best practices of Northern Mindanao for our senior high school learners. We hope our viewers are more than ever motivated to continuously improving their craft of teaching and learning in the new normal. And keep in mind that we are doing all of this here is always for the best interest of our learners. Again, thank you so much, ARD de Gracia. And so to all our live audience of DepEd Teaches Facebook page and the rest of our social media platforms, don't forget to share your insights and comments using the hashtag I support DepEd Teaches, and hashtag DepEd Teaches episode 49. You can also share your selfie post while you were listening in today's presentation. And we really love to hear all your feedback.
Today is the last entry for our theme, Teaching and Learning in the New Normal, regional initiatives across all learning areas. And so we will have the evaluation for episodes 47 to 49. The evaluation can be accessed until December 27. So on the screen, you can see right now the link, or you can scan the QR code. Please do watch again all our episodes here on DepEd Teaches if you missed some of the highlights and if you need to do some review before you take the evaluation. We hope you'll be able to ace and pass the evaluation and you get to receive your certificate of participation signed none other than by our dear Yusek Chusdado San Antonio. Hopefully, we'll be able to release the certificates this January. Once again, thank you so much to all our viewers here on DepEd Teaches for journeying with us in this 1-year anniversary here on DepEd Teaches.
On behalf of the curriculum and instruction strand under our dear Undersecretary, Yusek Diosdado M. San Antonio. So thank you so much for always spending your Thursday afternoon with us. And so as this year is about to end, let this year end neither be an ending nor a beginning, but a going on experience, a continuation with all the wisdom that you have gained and experienced. Because here on DepEd Teaches, our mission is empowering teachers, enabling learners. Keep safe and happy holidays, everyone.